Step up in grade here, but probably goes in your multis too.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of merit in his win last start on the Beaumont track, covered a little bit of ground, and he's won on the soft track in the past.
Number 4 is Loud Debate. Just love the colours and the blinkers as well. This horse for Paul Cave.
Yeah, resumed at Hawkesbury. Decent run over 1,000 metres. Jumped straight up to the 1,400 metres. Might be the only query, but 3 kilos off of Deanne Panion. Goes in the mix.
5 Perfect Weapon for Greg Hickman, 6-year-old by K-Lab.
I've got this horse in for 4th. I just thought might be a sneaky hope here with Thomas Huey aboard. Hasn't raced for 28 days, but did have sort of 3 runs off a short little break going into that, so I think he should carry a bit of residual fitness.
He is rock solid fit, but he hasn't done a lot on a soft track. I'd rather see him go round today.
All right, as they head in, we'll get number 6, Quick Shot of Zabilians, by Zabil, the brother of Zabilionaire, Gondokoro for Gerald Ryan.
Yeah, first up off 1 barrier trial over 900 metres is the query, but can spring well fresh, this horse.
Yeah, looked great and he was quite sharp in the yard.
All right, well, hopefully we'll get number 7 coming out the other end, Zor Khan. This is an entire by Shamadal from the family of Zarkava, Zarzali. Chris Waller has Thai England on board. And this horse, where it's St. Cloud in France back in October, over 2,800 metres, having the first Australian start, but they've kept him in entire. They obviously have high hopes for him.
Yeah, look, I haven't got him in my numbers, Caroline, but he's a horse of great interest for everyone around, I'd say, because Chris Waller's got a great record with these imports, and typically these Irish or French or any type of European breed handle the wet too.
Did you want to, yeah, I'm just not sure if someone said something, we haven't had a look. Okay, number 8, Duo by Dubawi. Tim Clark takes the righty, no trial, good soft track record.
Yeah, look, soft track record's the only real plus, so no trial on a testing track first up 1,400 metres isn't ideal, Caroline.
Next one is out, 10 is Kiseki Dane, and this one from Newcastle's drawn pretty trickily there, second up.
Yeah, went into its first up run over 1,100 metres without a trial at Scone. Does need to jump up a little bit more though to be competitive here.
11 Moray by Coach Choice for Michael Clout, Adrian Lake.
Yeah, look, last start, I've got this horse on top. Last start, stuck on really well behind SGL. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. That's the Godolphin horse that won. Yep, I've pronounced that well, thank God. I just thought it was drawn out a bit, and I think that might be the right spot to be in this last race.
Indeed.
There, Nick. I also have this horse on top. He drops 2.5 kilos here. He's been racing very consistent this preparation. He hasn't been far away, and he's certainly deserving of another win here.
Okay, number 12, Mum's Blessing, Valori Ray by Excellent Art. No luck the last couple.
No, absolutely no luck. And the horse that won last time by Ductress goes okay too. So, look, I don't have it in the top 4, but concedes himself a chance.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of query on the 1,400 here. The Norton bid went on last start. She was still wanting to fight that in the early stages of the race. I'd just like to see it perform over the 1,400.
Right. 13, Brilliant Meteor, the emergency for David Pfeiffer. Travis Wolfgram takes the ride.
Long layoff here, 250-day break. Just had the 2 trials coming into this, although the last one was over 1,200 metres. But for me, it's probably a sit and watch.
Has won first up in the past and doesn't mind a soft track, but will certainly improve after today.
And the bottom one, emergency 15, Roman Odyssey by Holy Roman Emperor for David Pfeiffer.
Stable mate to the 13, comes here probably a little bit fitter too with more recent racing. Noticed Dave's kept this horse up to the mark with a quiet trial in behind Might Be In. We've spoken about that trial a couple of times today. So, look, I don't have it in the numbers, but I can see I was tossing up whether or not to put it in the 4th.
Yeah, doesn't mind a soft track. I thought it was a very deserving win last start at Kembla Grange, when winning by a Norris there will take plenty of confidence from the win, and you certainly have to include him in your multiples.
Okay, let's have a look at the market on the last here at Royal Randwick, where it's the widest betting and the most open betting race of the day here. Equal favourites, numbers 5 and 11. Perfect Weapon and Murray at $5.50 each of 2. With tab.com.au. Over the toppy, Liberty Island, who's a $6 chance. Go right down to the bottom there, Roman Odyssey at $15, number 15 at $6.50. Back to Mum's Blessing, the 12 is an $8 chance. Civilians, the 6 is an $8 chance as well. Then we go to Alfred the Great, which is TAB number 3 at $8.50. Dua, the 8 is at $14. Kiseki Dane, the 10 at $18. Loud Debate, the 14 at 26. Brilliant Meteor 31 and Bonus Spin the Ruffy at 101. On course, we have 2 equal favourites here. Numbers 5 Perfect Weapon and number 11 Murray, both at $5.50 each of 2. Over the 15, Roman Odyssey, being well supported on track, $8 given into a $6 chance now. With tab, you could have had as much as $11 about it this morning, Roman Odyssey, into being a $6 chance with them as well. On the third line of betting on track is the choppy Liberty Island at $7. If you've got the quaddie going here with... we're going to run late in the last year. We're 25 seconds away from start time. Haven't got to the barriers yet. You need one Rodrigo, 11 late.
A card here in Sydney at Randwick, and the red light is switched on. Very open betting race to close the card. They're all set. Stand by for a start. And they're off and racing in the final race of the day. Roman Odyssey and Loud Debate jumped well. So did Alfred the Great, who's going forward from the wide draw. And now Murray showing plenty of speed. So it's Murray and Loud Debate, the early leaders from Alfred the Great. Perfect Weapon, Roman Odyssey handy on the fence. Then Liberty Island, Mum's Blessing out deep. Further back to Brilliant Meteor from Dewar, Kiseki Dane, bonus spin, and Zabilians have dropped back to the rear of the field. Loud Debate on the outside, pokes its head in front from Murray and Alfred the Great in third. Just caught a bit deep on the outside of Perfect Weapon, then Roman Odyssey. A length and a half further back to Mum's Blessing, 3 wide around Liberty Island and Brilliant Meteor. 2 further back to Kiseki Dane from Dewar, bonus spinner, and Zabilians the last one. 600 metres to run. Loud Debate a neck in front from Murray. Alpha the Great in third. Perfect Weapon off the fence. Wider out as Mum's Blessing as they race around the corner. Further back then to Liberty Island from Roman Odyssey is hard pressed on the fence. They straighten and it's Loud Debate the leader from Alpha the Great, Murray. Perfect Weapons all strung up behind them. Mum's Blessing and Kiseki Dane's letting go of the good one on the outside. And Kiseki Dane quickly raced up to hit the lead from Mum's Blessing. Getting a late split, Liberty Island and Zabilians coming off heels. Kiseki Dane in front. Zabilians flashing home. Liberty Island the inside. Kiseki Dane clinging on. And Kiseki Dane beats Zabilians and Liberty Island. Mum's Blessing close up in fourth. Then Murray from Dewar, Loud Debate and bonus spin wide out. Further back to Roman Odyssey, then Brilliant Meteor, Perfect Weapon, couldn't get a run when it needed it. And Alfred the Great weakened to finish back at the tail of the field.
Well, number 10, Kiseki Dane's done a great job there to hang on and win to second up. Betting home Zabilians, who came with a really good run there. Number 6, number 1, Liberty Island was in third placing there. But Kiseki Dane, well, just made that really strong charge down the middle of the track. And you can see he's showing a lot of strength to fight on there with Zabilians really getting close in the end.
Yeah, rare win for Craig Dwyer and also Mick Dwyer in town. So good to see those guys getting in the winner's circle, Caroline. I think if you have a good look at that race, you can sort of see that best ground really is out wide here now. We've had a big long carnival at Randwick and another big day out here today with a bit of moisture in the track, and I think definitely the further you are to the outside, the better the going is.
Yeah, Priscilla, super performance.
It certainly was getting out in a better going, but certainly all honours with the winner there. I thought the second horse was a very nice first up run, will certainly take plenty of improvement. Only had the one trial leading into this, so has a nice preparation ahead of him.
Certainly does. Well, that was a really strong performance there. The last post handicap over the 1400s. A bit of a charge of the Light Brigade there in the end, because there were a number of chances halfway down that straight. There were a number of horses that could have won. And then you see right about here in the black nose roll, in the green sleeves, you can see him just coming down with that really strong run. But then you look further back, and Zabilians has actually had to come around and come down the outside a little bit past him off heels. And he's had his momentum just stopped a little bit, but he's run on very strongly too.
Yeah, which is good for a horse first up 1400 metres as well, to sort of lose its momentum and pick up and go again. So it's a good sign for that horse going forward.
It is Kiseki Dane by Dane Fever out of Fiji's Kiseki mare, Kiseki Gold. Not a bad record, 25 starts, 5 wins and 3 minor placings too. So the run at Scone certainly had him topped off nicely for a second up performance. So not sure if Mick Dyer is around the trainer today.
Yes.
Maybe not.
You know, we've got the jockey here anyway, Caroline. I'll be slightly worried if we don't.
No, we'll be having a chat. Nick, how are you? Yeah, good to see you, and good to see you getting a win here.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, fantastic. No, he's come off that run at Scone really well.
He did. He hit the line really nice, and he's been working along real good ever since that race. Ate up good, just tightened up a little bit, but that's what you expected. He'll get over a bit more ground now, so.
How did you come by him? He's a lovely big scopy type, isn't he?
Keith's the owner, and he had about 4 or 5 by Dane Fever, and I took a few, and Noel Boland had a couple, and Ruth Cooper had one, and he had them out all over the place. But he's probably the best of them.
Danehill Midnight Fever family, isn't it? Yeah, so most horses, Danehill from those good race mares, they can throw good horses.
Yes, exactly, Dale.
We'll let you go and get your horse. He's doing the strapping duties as well. We'll hear from Chris the jockey in a second there, but he is a nice style of a horse too, isn't he? As I said, he's a real Danehill from a pretty strong family, Dane Fever, the Midnight Fever Blue Diamond Rock Classic family as well, the sire of this fella coming back to scale here. So as I said, he's building up quite a good winning record, quite a consistent record.
Absolutely, Caroline, and Craig Dwyer doesn't ride at Randwick all too often, and he's found the best part of the going out here. He's shown them all right up, so it's a big performance. We're just waiting for him here to come round and weigh off, make sure all's in order. Greg Rudolph, last time we'll see Greg at the scales here, measuring someone.
Indeed, yeah. We'll see if we can get a shot of Greg Rudolph the final time doing his scales. We'll head over to this way over here. We'll get you out to weigh in first of all, Craig, and then have a chat with Nick. But as you said, Greg Rudolph the final time here as a steward at Randwick, so that is a shame. They'd have a bit of a drink with him, I think, and of course heading off to Hawkesbury to take charge there.
Absolutely, he's a very popular man, Greg Rudolph. Craig, though, first, was that the plan to get out wide?
Well, going to the gates, I just had a look going around, and I thought I'd be happy to sit 3 deep here with cover. And where I was drawn from, you know, I was never going to get it any closer, and yeah, that's all.
How many winners at Randwick?
First one ever.
First one ever, congratulations.
Yeah, so it's good.
Huge performance in there. And what about the horse, building a decent record?
Yeah, coming to the turn, I give him a bit of a click, and he picked up underneath me nice. I thought, will we here? Hold your horses, and yeah, it's good.
Congratulations on the first win. It'll be a moment you won't forget.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Nick, and pleasure working with you today, and Priscilla Schmidt as well. We'll sign off here from Randwick as we head back to you, Bernie, up there in Queensland.